Have you ever looked at an old family photo and noticed that you have your mother's eyes, or maybe your grandfather's smile? It makes you wonder, who or what inside your body is actually making the decision to copy those exact features? Your physical appearance is not a random roll of the dice. Your body is following a highly specific set of hidden instructions to build exactly who you are. You can actually think of these hidden instructions as a master recipe book for creating a human being. Scientists have a name for this biological recipe book. They call it DNA. The full scientific name is deoxyribonucleic acid. Honestly, that is a mouthful that we can safely ignore right now. If you want to understand how we get our physical traits, all we have to do is learn how to read this one biological recipe book. To find this book, we have to look closely. The human body is built out of trillions of microscopic building blocks called cells, or koshika. Deep in the center of every single one of these tiny blocks, there is a secure control room. Safely locked away inside that specific control room sits a complete copy of your DNA. Your body relies on a massive backup system. Every tiny cellular block carries its own complete copy of the instructions for your entire body. Human languages use an alphabet of letters to spell out words. Your DNA recipe book does the exact same thing, using a biological alphabet. This 3D diagram shows what it looks like. The biological alphabet is surprisingly short. It contains exactly 4 letters: A, C, T, and G. Nature writes the manual for a human body by endlessly combining and rearranging those 4 simple letters into long, continuous sequences. It takes a lot of combinations. A sprawling, highly detailed human body is managed entirely by a tiny 4-letter alphabet. When you read a specific section of this massive DNA book, you find what biologists call a gene. You can think of a gene as a single page or a recipe for a specific dish. One specific recipe page might control how tall you grow, while a completely different page determines the exact color of your hair. A complete human being is simply the final meal served after your body cooks up thousands of these individual gene recipes all together. When we look at the people around us, we see a wide variety of shapes, sizes, and features. It is easy to assume that our DNA must be entirely different from one another. But this diagram shows the reality. The DNA of every single human being on Earth is exactly 99.9% identical. All of those vast, visible differences in human appearance come entirely from that remaining tiny 0.1% variation in the recipe. Your personal recipe book contains about 3 billion total letters. Even a 0.1% difference adds up to millions of unique changes in your specific sequence. The next time you look in the mirror, know that you are a 3 billion letter masterpiece. You are deeply united with the rest of humanity, but uniquely cooked. If you found this breakdown helpful, please share the video with a friend, and drop a comment below to tell us which specific family gene did you inherit.